guns.
Boy.
Ladies and gentlemen. We live again. What'd you say? Hello? Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the multiplayer podcast. Did we go last week? I don't know if we did or we didn't, but we're back. We're back. I got two special guests today. I got K-Make has been in about 9 weeks, and I have KidSmoove. Today, I had to pull out the big guns, man. I try to keep it a fair, balanced podcast. Not too many ponies. I got one where you weirdos. You know, they like a weird, they like Pokemon out here in the streets. And you know what I mean, to keep things fair and balanced. You know what I mean. And so I got K-Making some help today. I know KidSmoove gonna be out there damage controlling with his best foot forward. But listen, before we start, KidSmoove, I have to let you know that this is a drug-free environment. Anything you say today will be used against you in later podcasts. All right. So we hate to question your integrity. All right. You got the rules going forward?
Got the rules.
Okay, so as I'm starting from left to right, I asked you guys what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, you'd be so kind again to hit the like button, share it out. They got your boy back in Twitter jail, free next gen 720. I don't know what the hell's going on. But anyway, because you'd be so kind to tweet it out and share it.
I'll be in a fuck nigga and you might not get blocked.
Hey man, it is what it is, man. You are. Starting from left to right to my left, I see my man with the wrestler suit on. The fakest nigga I know. Baron, what's going on with you, brother?
You mean the biggest W nigga you know? Yeah. Ain't not really much going on, man. Just pile driving people on a weekly basis, pile driving Sony peasants on a daily basis. You know, the typical thing.
That shit funny, boy. Funny. Okay. Oh yeah, your boy is in the building.
Okay, what's up, Post? We got Post here.
Good, King. How you feeling, man?
Anything copacetic, man. That's what's up.
Shout out to the panel. What's up, y'all?
J Dubs, what's going on, good brother?
What's going on, man?
The guy that what you been up with you? I haven't spoken to you personally physically in about a week or so. Everything copacetic?
Everything good, man. Can't complain. I'm supposed to be out there going to Cali, man, for E3, and some stuff came up with work, so I'm gonna have to miss it this year, man. So kind of bummed about that, but it's all good.
So you can't have J Dub and Baron on the same parent. That's too much ignorance, man. You gotta spread this shit out.
I know you ain't talking. I know Post Up ain't talking.
Let's go. It's gonna be a good show.
That's a funny night, baby. That I promise you. Hey, I got my man here, the one and only, the corniest rapper I know, aka KidSmoove. Years of Forza. What's going on, good brother? How you feeling today?
Halo, Gears, and Forza.
What's up? Ready to get into these the senseless debates, but what's up? It's the Best Buy here. Well, I'm on my blocking rant, so
okay. All right. I guarantee you, at the end of the show, you want to block every fuck nigga on this show today. I promise you. We want some fun. We want some fun while it lasts. All right, good brother K-Maker. What's going on, good brother?
What's up with you, man? Excited, man. E3 is upon us and feel.
And you're going.
Yes, and I'm going. Yeah, man. I'm going to be representing, you know what I'm saying, BRG family, Intro Media Gaming, BGST. Next podcast, we gonna be lit, man. So
we're gonna be lit. That's what I'm talking about. Are you excited? Are you excited? First of all, you're afraid to fly?
I am afraid to fly. I don't like that. And I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm a dude that's always on the road, so so I'm always about driving, but you know what?
Afraid to fly.
You don't like that shit, bro.
I mean,
don't get in the plane and like that shit, bro.
I've flown like maybe 3-4 times before, but it's just I don't like it. It's just weird to me. But something that big in the air just flying around and shit. But it is what it is, man. I got to get there. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait to meet a whole bunch of people, man.
Wait, man. You're in Oklahoma, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How far is drive-wise?
It would be about 3 days, almost 3 days.
Damn, 3 days?
I can get it done in a day and a half. You know what I'm saying?
God
damn. I'm a driver.
Yeah,
man, I'm a trucker, man. So I'm just on that road, man. So
you a trucker? Okay.
So he's a rapper. Marcus is a gangster rapper. All right, for sure. Yeah, good bro. We got here. Post, what's going on? Post, I haven't spoken to you in a minute. What's going on with you?
What's good, people? Mr. Let's talk about it, and I'm ready. You know, I've been working like crazy, taking care of the family, but you know, I'm here today, man. I gotta check some of these goofies on this panel today.
Show, man. Hold up before I get started. The room is still filling up, and the room might become a little light because I'm not allowed to tweet on Twitter for whatever reason. But like, sort of, Lex Press, shout out to you. He ain't got no job. He's always here. Neverland Lex, you know, he's a smooth fuck nigga. Saying Double XL, we got 6996 best games of life. The Librarian, he's in here. Robert Griffin, fuck nigga. We got Baby Yaga. Shout out to you. I don't know who the fuck you are, but I can guarantee you fuck nigga if you're here with us today. Danny Staff, shout out to him. General the Ape. Who else we got? D.I. Almighty, you Master. Shout out to you. He's always here. He ain't no job either. Visa. Who else we got here? Ordera 101 and what's my name? Everybody? The Trillist. If I missed your name, I do apologize. To find it. Shout out to Paul G. If I missed you, I do apologize. It's not intent. Predator H2O, Playboy Boy, Levain, Crystal Rip Kaysen, Kassan. What's Kaysen? Levon, what's Levon, right? Levine, you know what I'm talking about. Laverne. Shout out to him with that long ass chin. And shout out to everybody. Stuff, keep it G. Shout out to everybody. But anyway, Von Lamont, my brother Von Lamont, can't forget him, and also Marcel Simon. Shout out to you too. So anyway, getting what do you guys want to get in? You want to talk about Crackdown off the back?
Let's go Crackdown right off the bat, man.
Nah, come on,
we might as well talk about that Crackdown.
Come on, man. You want to go straight there?
Let's go straight to the Crackdown.
Let's go.
Oh man,
I listen, baby, and Phil, I trust. Let's go.
Okay, Crackdown 3 delayed. Officially now came out today. It kind of I guess last week. Amazon kind of spilled the beans. It was Amazon in Spain, I believe, started canceling pre-orders because the game was delayed. And Aaron went out there and said, no, talk to Amazon or something like that. It was a mistake on their end. So again, I would hate the question. Aaron, my man, I hate the question his integrity. But also too, I said here on my channel, and a couple other people. Shout out to Chris Steele. He also said too. But I told you guys that I was speaking to two different developers that was working on the game. They know each other, but both of them was feeding me info. And to make sure that they worked there, they showed me the little IDs and little stuff. I didn't know the parts of the game was being developed in Europe. Long story short, based on what they were saying from both guys, the game wasn't looking good. It wasn't showing good. Now, I'll take you back to last year when they told me wait to Comic-Con again. I said the game looked like shit and ran like shit. Who the hell am I? Right. 2019. At this point right here, I think that is it fair to say that Crackdown 3 has become Microsoft Last Guardian?
No, I wouldn't go that far just because of the fact that Last Guardian went over for was a 10-year development.
10 years.
And the game didn't live up to any of the expectation or the hype that people gave it. No, it didn't. And so nobody talks about that game as being a legend or anything of that nature. Nobody brings that. People talk more about Horizon Zero Dawn and the newer IPs than they talk about The Last Guardian. And so again, I look at it from the standpoint it's been long delayed, but if you go back to the beginning of this generation, I mean, PlayStation had their woes when they had their sparse moment, and Xbox is having their moment of being sparse in a degree. So it's like, look, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look, the game is coming. You want the game to be right. There is no reason for anybody to panic or to be upset about it. You want the game to come out to be right.
I agree with K Meg on this. Look, from what I'm hearing, my sources, I'm gonna say my sources. No, the multiplayer. I'm hearing the multiplayer works. The destruction works. I'm hearing that Microsoft want Crackdown to be on the same scale as a Halo or Gears, and that's the reason why they invested. Look, I'm just saying that's the reason why they invested more money into it. If you take that multiplayer aspect with the destruction and you throw a PUBG style gameplay in there, that's crazy. I don't know if they're gonna do that. They might change it up. It might just be a multiplayer aspect game by the time it come out. They might remove the single player altogether, giving the direction that they're going to.
Single player is still in there because Terry Crews came out and said that. Trust me, the game is definitely worth the wait.
Okay,
here's the thing. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, it got pushed back to 2019. Like the game, every time a Sony game get pushed back, people be like, "Man, Joe, that's a good thing. That means when it come out, it's gonna be right."
We doing this now.
We doing this.
Listen,
man. Let the game cook. Let the game cook. They had 2 games come out this year. Let the game cook.
I'm putting out chat. Did you read those notes?
Let the game cook, man.
I'll ask you a question, good brother. Now, I hate the question you're taking.
Did I read what notes?
The notes I put in our chat from the developer on Crackdown. Did you read that stuff?
No, I didn't read it.
Okay, check this out.
Post up, don't read.
No, I didn't read it.
Okay, Z, check this out. You said this earlier, right? About that you would have preferred Scalebound. Now, of course, I would prefer Scalebound too. That hurt me when it got canceled, right? But we would still be waiting on Scalebound if if Phil and them decided to keep on spending money into that game, because that game would not have been ready today. It probably wouldn't be ready until maybe 2020. So that game was that far. Yeah, that game was that far in development. So again, which one would you rather have? A game that you know that's going through your studio, or a game that you're going to have that could potentially still not be highest quality, but you forked out more money for? So look, if
what?
Because look.
Let me just say this. The multiplayer aspect is the selling point to Crackdown more than the story. But if the story can match what the multiplayer is, then that game is a win. It doesn't matter what the game could be considered as to fans previously. If they build it up to be something really high, really, you know what I'm saying, like to the years of Halo and Gears, then they're going all out for it. They want to put it in that type of.
Here's the thing, K-Man. Here's the thing. Crackdown has never been a huge game. You guys are taking,
but they can change that. That's what I'm saying. So what's wrong with
trying to change that? They're trying to change that. They want it on the same level as Gears and Halo.
This is my
now. Whether they accomplish that, it's questionable. But that's what they're aiming for.
Okay, that's what they're aiming for. But let me give you my prediction. Right, I see them tying up a lot of credibility and a lot of money on the line for something that may turn out to just be mediocre. If this game comes out right and it's rated a 60 or even a 70, that to a lot of people that's going to be considered a huge failure.
The game just got a new budget, meaning that prior to that, it probably wasn't getting funded that well in the first place. If Phil had to come and throw more money into
February, how much of that game can they really fix or patch up?
It's not really from like now to February. It's from like last year to like February, if you think about it. But you gotta. The game's been dark since August,
since Comic-Con.
Since August,
it's been dark
and
for a while.
Comic-Con was like the E3 build. That the thing they were playing at Comic-Con was the same thing they were traveling with E3. So I mean, I'm interested to seeing what it's going to show at E3. Yeah. That's all, because the game's coming out. The game's coming out in February, right?
Yep.
So the February thing tells me that the game probably was actually ready for November. And it kind of just dodged all hell, because obviously this fall looks crazy. Right. So it was like, you know what?
Just like Days Gone. Yeah, just like Days Gone.
Just launch it out, because I think
fun.
Now, if the game wasn't going to show up at E3, I'd be like, I don't know when that game coming out. But I said in the video right before they announced the new release of it, I said, if it's going to be early 2018, it has to be at E3. If it's not going to be at E3, then it's sometime late 2019. So
okay, now that we know it's coming out in February 2019, that means at E3 they gotta showcase this game. They gotta show it, right?
Because it's not.
Yeah, they gotta show it.
They gotta show it. And if they show that multiplayer with the destruction, it's gonna be a game changer.
Listen, if they show the cloud power, if they show
how's it a game changer? Oh, you blowing up buildings?
No. See, here go sit your ass down. Let me teach you. When I say game changer, I'm speaking from a technological standpoint. If they showcase that, and they showcase it right, that will entice more developers to use it. Look at a Call of Duty. Look at a Battlefield game with that type of destruction or cloud.
Nobody cares.
That's if they show it right. That's if they show it right.
That's a lot of credibility that you're putting on the line for a bunch of stuff that we haven't seen actually on an Xbox. We saw a tech demo back in 2014, 2015. But I mean, what if we were talking before the podcast and I brought up Just Cause 2. That game has the destruction and everything.
Not on the level. Not on the same level.
Yeah,
not on the same level.
That shit is dog shit.
Not on the same level, bro. Not on the same level. And I'm telling you,
everybody keeps mentioning
Crackdown will be a showpiece for that technology to entice developers.
And that's the reason why
I'm telling you, it will.
They're bringing it to be like a
mentioning like every game that has destruction. Not all destruction is the same. Every game that has destruction isn't Oh,
Hey,
what
Smooth, put the
Crackdown
fuck
is.
niggas in their place, Smooth. Talk this
Like
shit.
the type of destruction that we've seen in Crackdown isn't like scripted.
It's not
destruction. It's like shit. Like if you guys don't remember that demo, yeah, games had destruction, but no game was doing
a long time ago.
Right.
The only game that I could think of that has beautiful destruction is Battlefield. That's and if you go further away from what Battlefield does with their destruction, what DICE does with that, then it's nothing but a win, because that's the ultimate Sandlot. Like you got people that can be so creative with what they can do with the destruction. It's unmatched. And of course, we was hearing about with the multiplayer that it was only just one map. They could be adding 2 or 3 different maps. They, you know what I'm saying? They could be adding like Post Up said, like it could be a battle royale mode. We don't know what all the implications is, but we do know that it works. They just want to get. Hold on. One more thing. And the one thing that I think also that a lot of people haven't put in a factor is that Terry Crews did 2 acting jobs. He did. You talking
about the man that was molested? You talking about him?
Well, yeah. Terry Crews, the guy that's supposed to be
hashtag me too, Terry Crews. Hashtag me too,
another movie that's coming out. So of course that probably had some scheduling to be going on, and so they probably polished up the single player.
Now I'm not going to blame it on Terry Crews. Come on, stop.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying.
Listen, I would have rather for them to take the resources and take the time. I would have want them to select Scalebound over Crackdown to be one of their big games.
I think they would, but that thanks to Platinum and their bullshit, then it just didn't happen.
Yeah, but don't they own the IP?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
It was Microsoft and Platinum.
Hold up.
And as far as Scalebound, people didn't start rocking with that game until it got canceled. The same way people didn't start making a big fuss about Crackdown until it got canceled. People weren't worried about these titles.
Everybody wants
Scalebound. When Scalebound came out, people was talking about the headphones he had on. People was talking about the character and how he don't correlate with the world. People was trashing the game. Everybody's gonna crack.
Hold on, wait a minute. I just want to say this about Crackdown 3 and this Scalebound thing. Number one, that Scalebound situation, do not blame that on Platinum Games.
Facts.
That is strictly 100% Microsoft's fault.
Both of them.
No,
period.
Not even close. Not even
No.
close.
Let me tell you why. Because when that information came out and they said developers took a break from making the game due to stress to deadlines, that tells me that Microsoft was trying to rush that damn game out instead of letting them do what the hell they do. That
just like they do every other game.
And to further credit Platinum Games in this argument, they released Nier and they released Bayonetta 2, which is one of the greatest games ever created.
Okay,
so at the same time, you can't blame Platinum Games.
I don't know. I don't blame Platinum.
They had too many hands in the cookie jar, man.
That has nothing, but they still was able to produce Bayonetta 2 and Nier.
Every game that they made didn't have the same budget as is Scalebound.
I don't know, man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. K-Mega, what? I'm confused about that. I'm confused. So you basically telling me that Microsoft did not give the same budget. No, Microsoft, basically, you telling me Microsoft did not give Platinum Games the same budget that Nintendo gave for Bayonetta 2 for Platinum Games.
Oh, man,
because Nintendo gave them all the funds they needed. So basically, you saying it's Microsoft's fault for not funding them the way they were supposed to be funded.
That's not what I was saying. What I was explaining to you is that they put in $75 million, right? And then if they wanted more to put in more money, that was fine. But it was just like what I said before. If you go and you ask for something, if you ask for a product, you pay for a product, and somebody says, we'll do this for you. And if they can't comply and then they give every other excuse, what are you going to do as the person that spent the money?
K-Mega. No. A developer asking for time to make a game is not an excuse.
How
is that an excuse?
I side with
if you have a deadline, then if
the game ain't up to par, fuck the deadline, K-Mega. It doesn't matter.
Why are you working on other projects? Why are you working on other projects instead of working on
Oh my God! They have always done that. Platinum Games has always worked on more than one project. Hell, a lot of developers work on more than one project.
Hold on. We got to pay the bills. We got to pay the bills.
My man Top Dog 2K17 said Baron dropping facts.
Look, I got to side with Baron on this. In regards to the situation, maybe both of them had a hand in it. I think in Microsoft case, I think things changed from the original expectations that they set for Platinum. I think with this direction they're going in with this game as a service, I think they came in and added additional stuff. The same thing they did with the other developer when that game didn't even come out. They start adding this, add that. And it kind of changed because when the game was first shown, did it have a multiplayer aspect when it was first shown?
Yeah.
Okay, but I think Microsoft started adding things, man, and the expectations just got too big. I think it was on both.
And that's Microsoft. Look. At the bottom line is
because
I'm not going to sit up here
with no problem.
Leave the developers alone and let them do what they
pay
do.
for it. If you pay, so you telling me that if you go ahead and let somebody pay, if you give money to something and you have an expectation and they don't live up to it, well, then it's not. Then it's not.
Well, K-Mega, here's the deal. Here's the deal. No, let me break something down for him. Let me break something down for him real quick on this platinum thing. Let me break something down just real quick.
Break it down.
The reason they went out and got platinum games because they believed in their talent. So you hired them and didn't even let them do their damn job. Right. That's your fault.
No, look, how long was the game in development? How long was the game in development?
I got a question.
How long was the game in development?
I got a question.
You say what?
You have a game on that magnitude, and they in the middle of development, and then you come in and say, "Okay, while you in the middle of doing this, we're gonna add this, and that."
But who's
that? I don't think that was the case. I think the case.
What else would the case be?
Turd lover. Hold on.
This developer has already proven they could push out quality. They have done it the last 2 generations.
Obsidian.
And guess what? And here's the thing. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Platinum Games also released, they was working on Bayonetta and Mad World at the same time, and both of those games came out great. So I'm trying to figure out what is your excuse? What is your damn excuse? K-Mega, and you know what's funny about that?
What about Transformers? What about Turtles?
Hold on.
Hold on. Wait, you know what I gotta say to that? And before Bayonetta was done, they started on Vanquish and finished that. So what is your problem? What is your excuse here?
Vanquish came out last gen, though.
Fuck on, bro.
One at a time. Let K-Mega speak. Let K-Mega respond to Baron. Go ahead, K-Mega.
I'm tired. Y'all ain't gonna sit up here and disrespect Platinum Games like that. I'm not gonna tolerate that shit.
Well, I'm sorry. You just got to deal with it. The fact of it is,
no, you just got to deal with the fact that you're full of shit and won't believe what the actual facts are. That's what you need to do.
Baron, let him respond.
Go ahead.
Let him respond. Go ahead, K-Mega.
What you got to say, K-Mega?
I'm just saying, you spend money and you expect the product to be there at an expected time. That means that they signed a contract saying that game was going to be there at that expected time.
Shit happens.
Well, of course, shit happens, right? But you spend $75 million, right? That is the biggest budget than any of those games that you just brought up, Baron. And plus the fact that you talking about Vanquish. Vanquish came out last gen. Bayonetta 2 came out.
I said Bayonetta and Mad World. See, if you knew your gaming, Bayonetta and Mad World came out last generation. So what are you talking about?
You brought up Vanquish. You don't know Vanquish?
Hold on, I don't know because Platinum Games said that situation where Microsoft damn near bankrupted them. They damn near lost it in studio. The reason why I said what I said in regards to them adding things because Obsidian had the same issue with Microsoft. Microsoft funded Obsidian to make a game, and in the middle of development, Microsoft saying, do this, add this, add that, and it came to be too much. And they didn't finish the game. It never got released, but the story came out. So that's why I said it probably that situation with Scalebound was probably the same.
Okay, well, regardless of the fact,
pay the bills.
Pay the bills.
Somebody say it.
Go ahead. Shout out to Violent Mott with the $5 holla. Crackdown delay looks worse because God of War, Detroit, and Spider-Man releasing in September. All those games was announced in
come on, God damn it, Violent Mott. God damn.
Shout out to Fallout with the $2 holla. barehanding L mega L's. And shout out to Silverback, the only time I ever agree with Laren.
All right, so I mean, look, Platinum Games has got to be definitely in the fault of this, and it's because of the fact.
Oh my God!
Let me ask you a question. Hey, let me ask you a question, Turtle Lover. Check this out.
I'm not even answering because you're trying to be funny.
Let's talk about it, baby. Hit the like button.
Listen. Were you excited for Scalebound, my brother?
I wasn't.
No, I'm talking to K Mega. Were you excited for it?
That nigga done ran. He gonna play Halo. Gonna finish Halo.
I'm here.
You said, "Well, you're excited for Scalebound."
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, how do you feel that your company that you love, with your soul and heart, dismembered it?
They didn't dismember it. I mean, look, they had a deadline.
Fuck the deadline, nigga.
This is the same thing. Look, people are talking about Crackdown 3 because of the delays, right? All right, the game has got a date. It's going to come out in February. All right, yeah, the game has been delayed. The game has been delayed for quite a while. It will diminish will diminish the hype of the game. I totally agree with that. But Scalebound would have that same type of that same criteria because of the fact that it would have been delayed even longer, and then there would have been people that may have been interested in wanting to get the game, but by that time it would be completely different. Look, that Scalebound before all the hype, supposedly hype, came from some of these fanboys out there that were saying, "Oh man, Scalebound got cracked down, Microsoft failed, blah 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 blah." They were saying, "Oh, that game, it ain't shit, blah blah blah. Nobody cares about it." If that game still got, there's two reasons why Microsoft had to make that decision.
You wanted the game, right?
One,
you wanted to play it, right?
Yeah, I was upset about it. But the one thing that I said that Microsoft cannot do is have another cancellation. So look,
Crackdown damn near canceled, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
pretty
not.
much.
How's it
on the waiting list?
It's got a date when it's coming out. Yeah, that don't make any sense.
Listen,
bro, gotta work. Gotta work
to look. If Scalebound wasn't out by now because they gave Platinum all the time in the world.
Yeah, they
what would y'all be saying about that shit?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Crackdown.
So don't label it shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Scalebound still would have been ready. Just like this fucking story. But there's Microsoft side, there's Platinum side, and there's the truth. And we don't know any of that shit.
Listen, Platinum gonna release about 10 goddamn games.
I know, and
while
that's
they
what
were
I'm saying.
developing Scalebound. That's no excuse.
No, there is an excuse.
Listen, if you take Scalebound off the table, Microsoft is known
and
for
not
hovering over the developers.
One at a time. Yo. Look, the chat cannot understand y'all if y'all talking more than one. So one at a time. Because it sounds like
this nigga's a mediator.
Take Scalebound off the table. All right, take Scalebound off the table. Microsoft is still known for having to hovering over the develelers.
Everything that's been indicated about the situation with Platinum, they said that they didn't go out there and stress them about anything. It was Platinum that kept on coming out with the same with the same build every time. Like the game didn't look like it progressed at all.
So what about the hardware?
That frame rate was horrible. That frame rate was horrible on whatever build they showed.
But you're thinking about it sensibly. You go and you pray for something and you expect to see at least improvement. Like, okay, yeah, we can go ahead and keep on putting money into
just
this.
Like State of the K2.
But we want to see improvement. State of the K2 is fun, man. State of the K2 is fun in every way, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I gotta get back to State of the K2, but
State of the K2 is awesome.
Stay gone, bro.
Stay gone.
This says, what's your source, K-Make, crap gamer?
No, that's not sure. But you know what I'm saying. But again, I mean, look, it's just anybody on this panel realistically would know if you pay for something and you expect a deadline. Yeah, if somebody comes to you and say, "Look, we're not ready yet,"
If I'm giving you 75 million, you better make the deadline. If I'm giving you 75 million, you better be on time.
And it ain't about to be being on time though. Post up. This is the thing though. If I give you anything. If we all on this panel give somebody something, right, and they say that they're working on it, right, and then when you pay that, and then they say, well, let me see the progress, and you don't see progress year after year after year, or every time that you meet up, then you're going to be like, hey, man, what you doing? And then all of a sudden you see other people's products being pushed out,
and running good too.
Yeah, and they're performing great. They look great, except maybe Turtles didn't come out to be so great. But regardless, the issue is that you're gonna be like, whoa, hold up. I'm giving you the most money than any other these other people that's giving you for this.
That's the Microsoft problem.
That frame rate on Scalebound was terrible.
So again, what you're doing is that you're gonna be like, I don't.
What hardware were they developing?
I just want you to explain this right here,
Scalebound back.
I got a question. All right, here's a question. Right? Hey, Smooth, you there, Smooth?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I got to. This fuck nigga. This is time for you to
like
I'll share my screen though.
Okay, I'm gonna share. Let me share the screen with you. Hold
Explain this shit, K-Mega. Explain this shit, K-Mega.
Lord,
where is he?
That nigga left.
What game was that?
Oh, hey, he's gonna blame Platinum Games for that.
State of Decay.
State of Slaves.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that with any game that's on any kind of.
Why God of War didn't look like that?
You can videos with issues.
Oh man, I showed a video that was showing bugs in God of War.
Please show me, show the world.
Let's get to the point. Back to the topic, man.
God of War had some issues. I mean, come on, every game.
K-Mega, let me ask you a question.
Is perfect, so no game is perfect.
K-Mega, let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Polished.
Somebody pay the bills. Pay the bills right quick first. You got somebody got to pay the bills.
Go ahead.
Oh, shout out to King Blood, man.
Shout out to the homie.
What's that, Luchador? They said Baron the first black Luchador.
Oh man!
Shout out to King, man, bro.
Hey, K-Make, I'm gonna throw you a free one here, right? Now I know you said that you'll be highly disappointed if Crackdown 3 was delayed. Whatever.
Well, no, cancel.
I think Crackdown gonna show well at E3 though.
Whatever. I'm just
saying everybody everything posts.
No, but anyway. So this you're not wavered at all in the way that you feel about the game. You're still hyped for the game, still looking forward to the game.
Yeah, I'm still hyped for the game, but I'm not being unrealistic to know that for it being delayed yet again, it's not going to take away the enthusiasm for the game. I mean, because every delay does give you a hit, but just like with Uncharted was delayed numerous times, but once people played the game, they loved it and they enjoyed it. So the fact of it is that that's all you got. That's all you got.
So Microsoft didn't believe in Scalebound.
This is not an issue with Crackdown.
Yeah,
Crackdown is not. Man, y'all waited 10 years for a game, man. This is not an issue. Y'all waited 10 years for a game.
The delays are delays, man.
Come on now.
There's delays that's been brought up.
But you used to kill Sony for our delays, but now we'll take this Microsoft.
We did. And you know what I'm saying?
Look, man.
And pay the bills. All right, my man Rossetti, shout out to you, your brother Rossetti. Where can I see those God of War video? Can't make go talking about the glitch.
Right, I want to see those.
Just go to my channel and watch my video talking about God of War, and then go look at my stream, my second stream of me playing God of War. And then
we don't want to support your
my boy 6998. He sit there and he saw. He told me what to do.
How long did God of War take to develop?
Xbox 448 got.
All right, but here's the question. This is the question. This is the question I want to ask Xbox. KidSmoove. Hold up, my man Fallout 34. 72. Baron, what company do you wrestle for? The Fuck Nigga Association, right? My man Yo Blow 1245. K Mega makes more excuses than Microsoft cancels game. I never heard this fuck nigga criticize Microsoft or Phil. Stop Brown nose of Phil. Big L Spencer. Here's the question, right? And I wanted to ask Smooth this, right? The guest on this show, you probably said, like, these motherfuckers is crazy, right? Let's scan the company right now. Now again, with the game being delayed, and I hear that K Mega said when those games were delayed, they came out. That's the nature of the business being delayed, right? Now they showed this Crackdown at E3 2014. No, Gamescom 2014, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
E3 2014. Yeah.
E3 or either Gamescom. It was the year 2014. I would hate for someone to question my credibility, right? Or my integrity. But you know what? I'm a very sketchy nigga though. Check it out though, right? We seen God of War. Spider-Man, what else? Horizon Zero Dawn. We've seen all of those games when in E3 2016.
Yep.
All right. All those games, the only one they didn't release thus far is what is it? Days Gone, which is releasing in 2019, right?
Yeah.
They brought out
February 2019.
February 22nd.
Okay. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have Microsoft again, but then they're $1 trillion company. You have Sony, right? Would you admit Smooth, that Sony is just better at making games or in the video game business than Microsoft and handling their AAA IPs?
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, I have no problem admitting that. It's just it is what it is.
They've been there longer too, so.
This is generation.
Come on, man.
They gonna try to use
Go fast out of here. What they have?
PlayStation learned from a lot of their problems from the PlayStation 3, man. So yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Okay, so here's the question then. So what makes you guys still bleed green? If you're saying that Sony is better at games, making games, and producing content for their console, what makes you guys still keep this goddamn Xbox drum?
Xbox Live, of course.
My friends.
Well, no, it's
Let the man speak.
Community.
no. Because the thing is, I didn't like.
Ooh, what happened?
I came in.
See what your chest fuck, nigga.
No, I'm in.
Hold your chest up, young
No,
man.
I have 10 years. I have 10 plus years.
I have 10
in
years dedicated to
invested in the Xbox ecosystem. So it's not like it'd be different if I went from PS2 to PS3 and then got trapped into the PlayStation profile and then moving into PlayStation 4. I'd probably be having a blast. But the thing is that I'm kind of set in my ways. Now, like I said, it's not. Nobody's avoiding the PlayStation 4. I have one. It's just I just don't play other games on PS4. I play PlayStation games because it's just I'd rather not.
So you sound like one of those racers right now.
I'd rather not. I can tolerate the PlayStation controller and stuff for its games.
So you'd rather just date your own kind, stick to your own kind, huh? This was just
not like I mean, if I'm gonna earn my achievements, stats, I'll do all the multi-plats stuff on Xbox. I'll play PlayStations on its own platform.
All right, but I guess okay. Now, would you consider yourself the hardcore or a casual?
He's the minority.
On what? I'm a
gamer. A gamer. Period.
Gamer?
Hardcore or casual?
I would say I'm borderline hardcore.
That nigga eating Phil Spencer gummies.
It's not a trick question. I promise. Yeah. So you're hardcore. You keep your finger on the note, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then you have one company again. Now you know that play this. Play this. If you were down to, here's a better question, right? I don't know your financial, what you're worth, you know, whatever. But say if you're going to afford one console, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got one console out there just giving us hit after hit, greatness upon greatness.
Multiplayer.
Would that be a big? If you couldn't afford to own the PlayStation or the Xbox, you know what I mean? Would you could you see yourself, even though you're an Xbox guy, going strictly PlayStation? Because I'm being honest with you, for the last 2 years, what let's be honest, what has the Xbox had in the last 2 years?
Dude, the Xbox is a game machine.
Let the man speak, man. Let him speak, man.
Xbox to play
come
I want his answer. Let him.
I use the Xbox for games in general. It's my gaming machine. I don't know why people are like.
So you're in love with the ecosystem, right?
I got the best way.
I would hate to question.
I got to explain this. Let me tell you this.
You realize the question, right?
Yeah. You know why? Because this is what people are losing. This is where people are kind of losing it.
Okay. All right.
I don't care if God of War or Horizon are the best games to ever touch a platform.
Okay.
Those games are not going to inspire me to play games like Battlefield, Call of Duty, NBA Live, and Madden on PlayStation.
Why not?
Because those games, like, it's racist. It's so racist.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Y'all can't knock him for that, yo.
Fucking nuts, bro. Yo, I want to hear.
No. Wait a minute.
Look. Don't nobody question why y'all play on PlayStation and don't choose them. Look, don't play where y'all a person play where they want to play.
I'm confused. Hold up. I agree. I agree with what Smooth said about his reasoning. That's fine. What I don't understand is that why would some exclusive inspire you to play multi-plats? I don't get that. That makes no sense.
He was saying that
trying to figure out because
those exclusives won't.
No. I know what Smooth is saying, but Alex asked him why, and I'm like, what the hell is the exclusive got to do with the multi-plat?
I know exactly what Smooth is
He's talking about switching his ecosystem.
Yeah.
Those exclusives ain't powerful enough for him to switch his ecosystem.
Hold on. Then what
let me repeat the question, okay? Because I don't think you got the question. You just smart dumb nigga. Check it out, right? What I said to you was, right? I said said that if you can only afford one console, one, I understand. Look, I like the Xbox.
Well, I was in that situation November 2013. They came out a week apart.
Okay, but we didn't know about the greatness later on. Yeah, and we didn't know about the greatness later on. You know what I mean? The Xbox had games. You're talking about right now.
Right now, but this is what we have to discount. Right now, if I'm not coming from like a 360 or anything like that, and I'm just coming in to buy a console based on what I see, it would be a PlayStation 4.
That's what I was asking.
That's me having no attachments to any of it. It would be a PlayStation.
No, well, whatever you can attach with that. I'm just talking about within the last 2 years. You only can afford one console. Seeing the roadmap that Sony has laid out, and we see the future of games they have with the Spider-Man, God of War, Days Gone, whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm sticking with my Xbox.
Well, I'm just saying. But Microsoft,
did you even buy that PlayStation? Did you sell God of War yet?
Hey, yo, listen.
I still got God of War. Fuck you, nigga.
You see what's not wrong with this dude.
Hey, yo, Lucky Tail
started gaming last generation.
K2, Sea of Thieves,
trash.
Voodoo Vince.
The Witcher is still the best game of the generation.
Disney Rush. Zoo Goddamn Tycoon.
But can we y'all talk as if that's the only games that Xbox gamers
right?
Wait a minute. What have they came out with that was fire?
I don't understand this, bro.
It's a game console. You can play more than exclusives on it, man. It's like
I don't understand this, bro. I really don't, man. I
post up, nigga. Are you lost? Wait,
no, I'm not lost. I don't understand this
today.
Look, man, this conversation is never. Look, when Sony was going through their little spot, this conversation like
greatness
this
of
was
weed fucking.
never. No. And the reason why I'm saying that because y'all talking as if Microsoft can't regain themselves.
They can't.
Come on now. Hold on. Let me talk. When Sony went through their shit, everybody had generation. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Sony has been in the game longer than Microsoft. Microsoft been in the game. Look, Microsoft came in. You know what I'm saying? In 2000, they didn't know what the fuck they was doing when they first came in.
Let me say something real quick.
Baron too, because Baron had to go through the Wii U.
Look. They had Microsoft had their highs in the 360 era. They got their lows in this era. Am I just gonna walk away from them because they're going through a rut right now? Hell no. Did the Sony fans walk away from Sony?
Generation. What are you talking about?
Did the Sony fans walk away from Sony when they was going through their
no, they didn't.
I did. I was playing 360.
They didn't.
Let me say something real quick about this whole situation.
PlayStation 3, so that's the thing.
Yeah. Let me say something about this whole situation.
They talking as if it's over, man. Get the fuck out of here.
It's over. You gonna see this?
If you're a multiple console owner, then it don't really matter. You'll play what you feel more comfortable as.
Hold on, I just want to point out that Alex just said he went to 360. He had a PS3 for exclusives. KidSmoove just said the same fucking thing, and y'all niggas jumped on his back. Right. I'm just asking how the fuck that happened.
Let me say something about this. Let me say something about this.
PlayStation Home.
Continue, fuck me.
PlayStation Home.
I'm just asking.
We all look at the end of the day, we all was hoping that Microsoft could have continued on from the 360 era, but they didn't.
Let me say something about this multiplayer situation.
They made some bad decisions down. Yeah, they made down the generation.
But can they recoup? Yes, they can recoup.
I'm post up. I'm gonna answer that. Look at this, man. Look. It don't matter where you play your damn multi-plats, man. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. Play them whatever you want to play them at.
But you can play 4K with
I play Madden on Xbox. I play NBA 2K18 on the Switch. Play them wherever you want to play them at. That doesn't matter. That doesn't even matter. But to say Microsoft can't recover is just ridiculous. They can recover. Are they going to do the right thing? Are they going to listen? Hold on, let me finish. Are they going to do the right things in order to recover? That is the question. I think it's just hilarious because just like DRM said, the narrative when it comes to Sony peasants is switch every 6 months. Every 6 months, y'all narrative changes. If we could just go back and listen to the amount of garbage y'all said back in the PS3 days, it's a complete flip-flop in 180 degrees now to the PS4. It blows my mind.
Sony
let me finish what I'm saying though. It blows my mind because
talk about it, Baron.
It blows my mind because all last gen it was like 360, all they got is the multiplats. That's all they got. It's all about exclusives on the PS3. And you know what I mean? It's like, and then when it changes, and now the PS4 has the strongest third-party support because Sony paid for it to be that way. Now it's all about the multiplats and all of this. It's like, yo, come on, bro. Wait, make up your mind what it's going to be.
They were digging you a little while ago. Now they're trying to say, fuck you.
All right, hold on. Let me pay the bills real quick. Yobo1245, who is an Xbox guy, he said this entire gen has been an entire L for Xbox. We name it the L box. Here's the question.
No, I don't agree with that.
Here's the question. Okay, now maybe
you just started.
You're an L recipient.
No, there's been a lot of missteps, but I mean,
okay, man. Good question. When did you start gaming?
I've been gaming ever since the Atari. Well, even before that, I've been gaming ever since the arcades before there was an Atari.
Damn, how old are you, man?
I was on the Apple
42.
All right,
I was on the Apple II, the Apple One, and all that.
Yeah, I'm 42.
Right. And maybe you can see this right. Here's a question.
Fuck you, mean?
All right, Mega or whoever, School Mega, whatever. Here's the question, right? And it's something that I've also said. You know, I'm gonna read this again because I hear some things. Now, when I look at Sony and I look at Nintendo. Maybe you guys can agree with this, to be honest. When you look at Sony and Nintendo, those guys want to win. They want to crush out their competition. They want to totally smash them out. Whereas Microsoft wants to exist. And they don't care about winning as long as they make the most money. I use an analogy that, hey, they don't care about coming in first in the race. As long as their name is on the trophy that they hand, you know.
Listen what you just said.
Winning. Yeah.
Listen to what you just said. You said, okay, now you just said that PlayStation is in to try to crush the competition.
For Sony and Nintendo, yes.
Okay, well, they're just saying, right? Yeah. Sony's trying to crush.
And Microsoft want to crush Netflix.
They're not trying. They are.
Okay, let me make this point. Let's make a point. But you also,
share my screen, man.
Hold on. Xbox is all about making the most money.
Okay.
So you can't crush anything that's making the most money because Nintendo and Xbox.
Why are we talking?
How does that help you as a gamer?
Okay,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is simple.
Very important. Okay, let me finish. Stability in the company. It's just like with Nintendo. Everybody looks at Nintendo and how they do weird, quirky things.
Make you my man, but goddamn.
They always this. Hold
on, let him finish.
Remember in the beginning of the generation. Remember at the beginning of the generation when people were saying that look, Xbox was looked like that because of the turnover and things like that, that they were about to switch over, and maybe Xbox might get bought out or they'll just release Xbox. Well, what Phil Spencer had to do was to solidify the fact that Xbox is making more money to the new CEO.
K-Mega, this is real simple.
K-Mega, we talking about games. Listen, pay the bills, man.
K-Mega, this is real simple. We're gonna pay the bill with the $5 KFC box, right? PlayStation can't afford dry spells because it's a proven brand. Plus, Sony provides a roadmap, unlike Microsoft. Xbox
man, that was the biggest bullshit comment I ever heard.
And then shout out to the room, Nintendo nomads calling Sony gamers peasant. That's hilarious.
I mean, that's what they are. They just blindly follow Sony no matter which direction they're going.
Okay, Mega, this is real simple. Mega, this is real simple. Sony has to take the stand. They has to be like, because PlayStation now is their bread and butter.
Okay.
They have
cameras too.
Come on, they don't man.
Sony is not.
What does it matter?
Sony is not making more money than Nintendo or Microsoft.
I know what Sony makes. I know Sony makes TV.
That's so worried about Sony's pockets, but at the end of the day,
revenue streams are
one at a time. Hold on,
chips and PlayStation.
All right, hold up. Fab, shout out
they sell TVs, cameras, and CMOS chips.
Let me pay the bills. Shout out to Fab Kicks for the dollar. Here's the thing, Mega. You said about the money, because I can care less what I think they should know what they.
No, it shouldn't be.
What's a lot of people talking about money
and everything else.
But they're making so much money that has not we talk about gaming, the gaming sector. That have not benefit Xbox fans
at all.
Now, that 2.5 billion. What did that get us?
Okay, no, but this is what I'm saying on that aspect. Now, when you come into that category, then it needs to be where is that money actually going into the Xbox brand? Now, what Phil had to do was to solidify that this company can make tons of money. So Phil has done that. Now, it's what I've said before is that now everything is laid before before them now. So the only thing they got to do is just produce the games.
Can
when we go to E3, we hear about the new studios that they've acquired and all of that.
Here's
my view. Hold on. I'm saying that Xbox doesn't have any studios and doesn't have anything.
Whatever favorite Marvel hero, bro.
Here's my view on the whole Microsoft thing, though.
That's real. That's stupid. I don't even know where you're gonna go with that. But
here's my view on the Microsoft thing, though. Like, I believe in the OG Xbox. They just was going to try it and see what happens. And it turned pretty successful for him. I mean, regardless of how everybody feel about it, it turned successful for him. And then when they got to the 360 and the 360 blew up the way it did, I think it kind of took them off guard. I think they really didn't expect to be able to compete with Sony and Microsoft in the console race. And I think when they got to the 360, it kind of took them by surprise. And I believe they was underprepared. That's what I truly believe.
No, I think they were overconfident. I think
it was that second
generation.
They wasn't overconfident. They were just underprepared.
They wasn't prepared. They had just entered
with PlayStation 2. Sony came out overconfident, and they brought out the PlayStation 3 with that price, and they were trying to be arrogant. Like, look, everybody wants a PlayStation 3 because they bought a PlayStation 2, and then the gamers said no.
I think they was unprepared.
And Microsoft, right?
I think they was unprepared. You had just entered the gaming industry. You have no knowledge of how it works. You had a system that was on the market for 4 years, and you go straight into another generation.
Okay, post up.
Prepared. That was unprepared.
Stop with the excuses, man. Stop it.
That's facts.
Well, hold on. Let me clear up what I'm saying, though. Let me clear up what I'm saying.
Let me talk real quick.
Let me clear up what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's
in the gaming industry now for over 15 years.
Longer than that.
Acting like they're the rookies right now, right? They pretty much won last year.
They are the rookies.
When you are the champion, when you're the reigning champion, you can no longer say,
I don't think they won last generation, so I don't know where that came from.
Baron, let me ask you this.
Nintendo won that generation.
Baron, let me ask you this, Baron.
Oh, numbers.
If you won a championship belt, right? If you got the belt, you're the champion. Okay? And then the next season you get beat and you're no longer the champion. Can you call yourself a rookie anymore?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. First of all,
they're the youngest kid on the block.
No, let me answer this question. First of all, we all know who won last generation. You could be upset about it and salty all you want, but we know who won that. So saying Microsoft was the champion, no. Saying Microsoft maybe they won an Intercontinental Championship per se, something like that. We could give them that. You know what I mean? Maybe they did that because the 360 was way bigger than the OG Xbox. It was a big phenomenon. But we know that we took that by storm by easily. But at that point,
even bringing this.
Okay, let me pay the bills. Let me pay the bills. Shout out to Gamers for Games. Don't take the words of a bet breaker seriously. They can't honor a bet, and therefore their words have no value and completely worthless.
There you go, L.
Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, they had a big jump from OG Xbox to Xbox 360.
There's people that I still don't play to 360.
I don't even know nobody's playing 360 anymore. To be honest with you, I know nobody.
Okay.
No, it's still people playing the 360.
I know nobody.
When I play a 360 game, my 360 friend list come up and it show me people online and all that.
I look. Nobody on my friend list has a 360. Okay, all right. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Fuck. Can we move this conversation along?
Let's move forward.
All right. We got E3 starts this weekend, right? Do we have any predictions? Well, I just want to add one thing. You said to what Baron and what K Mega was saying about Microsoft still being able to, I guess, to maybe be in this race or more or less, not even in this race, but willing or to do the right thing, and even them acquiring more studios. All I'm saying is giving Microsoft track record. If you got Smooth, you can answer. Giving Microsoft track record with them acquiring studios hasn't really turned out too good for them. Whether it's with Bungie, whether it's with Lionhead, well, even look at Rare or whatever. They've been the killer of talent. Them hiring, again, Playground Games, if that is acquiring them, I really don't have any confidence in it. If they're just going to allow them to do...
listen to this pony motherfucker. Come on, man. Hurry up with your
Forza Horizon 3 games. You know what I mean? Kick this nigga out.
I'm just saying. We got to get your ass out of here, man.
I'm just saying. So
do
you have any faith in them, even them buying Playground Games, that
things are going to change for them.
Something they should have been did.
Shout out to wait before you answer that. Shout out to Fab6 with the $2. Get some Cirillo. I'm not. Yo, Baron, why do you hate Sony so much? P4 is not P3.
Oh man, look, we on this. I don't literally hate Sony that much, man. It's not literally hate like that. It's just I really have no interest in the things they do. That's pretty much what it is. And the things they do, I'm not interested in. It's just that simple.
And you gotta respect that. You
gotta
it's just that simple.
It's like question. Now back to next gen question.
Do you have any faith in, within?
I mean, it adds to their, it adds to their starting 5. The only difference is Playground has only really made games for Xbox anyway. So it's like you don't feel it until they drop their new IP, which they're working on, which they hired talents from Grand Theft Auto, Hellblade, and fucking Witcher, all sorts of shit. Like, so I'm waiting to see what they do other than Forza Horizon. So.
This is I have faith. This is a whole different. If you look at it, yeah, because if you look at it's a whole different situation. A lot of people are still thinking Microsoft is in the Ballmer era. Ballmer is not running Microsoft no more. A lot of them execs back then from when the 360 and the Xbox One launched is not there no more. So stop looking at Microsoft and talking about them as if the same people are running the country. I mean, the business. I mean, the business. So you got a whole new, line that slew up. The business. You have a whole new slew of people in there. Things is about to change. When Terry Myerson left, the checkbook opened up.
Here we go.
You hearing things? Hold on. You hearing things about? That's not 2013. That's recently. Sit your ass to the side. Let me talk. What is he talking about?
Did you clean your neck today, my nigga? You had to
look. No, I'm just saying though. Terry Myerson left. The word around is that Microsoft is trying to buy up shit right now. So ain't no telling what deals they have made in regards to what they're doing.
Bro,
so
they not
right now. And my expectations of E3.
Listen,
I got low expectations. My personal guess is it to keep low expectations and be more so worried about next generation, because I think that's where Sony and Microsoft is looking forward to right now. This gen is over.
You fucking hope.
Whatever we get, but it's all about next gen from here on out. And I think that's what that focus is.
Yeah, I totally agree with Post on that.
Y'all gonna be doing the same thing y'all was doing this generation, next generation. Waiting for E3, waiting for Comic-Con, waiting for all of these things. All this waiting. Eventually they gotta produce, right? This E3 is make or break. Either they put up or they
make or break for things. Make or break for things. This E3 will show. It will show.
J-Dub, sit your foul out ass down before I make change.
I'm not trying
to don't make no sense. Break or break.
All that shit y'all just said, all that wait for E3, wait for Tokyo Game Show, all that shit was said about PlayStation when that motherfucker said
delivered at the end of the day.
Like that shit was right. Great.
Microsoft never had a background delivering though.
Microsoft has been
back and forth. Like all that happened at the beginning of this generation. At the beginning of this generation, Xbox 360 and the PS3 motherfuckers, y'all slap hands, tagged each other in. I'm gonna use a Baron analogy. Y'all tagged each other in.
That's it.
Switch positions. Then in the middle of this fucking generation, y'all tag back and switched again. Y'all motherfuckers do the same shit.
That's it.
At the beginning, y'all saying one thing, y'all saying the shit now.
Y'all can't bounce back. It's over.
The one thing that I will say about this generation is that Xbox got humbled. They got humbled this generation. PlayStation,
dude, they never had like a generation.
They got humbled. But the fact of it is that what is from thinking that this E3 it's make or break. Nobody's gonna buy an Xbox. Nobody's gonna play an Xbox. You sound ignorant as hell. You sound
Let me tell you this. Let me reply.
Alex, what's over, Alex? What's over?
Listen,
division.
This generation is over, but this E3 is to solidify the hardcore base on whether they're gonna ride with Xbox next generation or not. Their job is to sell you on next generation. So if they come out and they flop now, what incentive really is it for you to go and buy an Xbox next generation? If
what that got to do with now? Look, it has nothing to do with right now.
Jay, can I ask you a question, Jay? Can I ask you a question, Jay?
Yo.
Have you seen a hardcore Xbox fan?
Yeah.
Have I seen a Die Hard X?
Yeah, have you seen the doc? Well,
yeah, I have.
That question, you shouldn't even ask that question where they gonna be at.
I'm still buying
You
my
shouldn't
Xbox
even ask
first.
that question where they gonna be at.
Let me
They gonna be with the Xbox.
I'm gonna be with Xbox.
Let me pay the bills.
I ain't going nowhere.
All right, Carlos Crespin. He said Microsoft should hire.
I mean, I'm gonna have the PlayStation 5 as well, but I'm gonna get my Xbox first.
I'm probably gonna get it off the
That's
back
just
of a
there
truck.
just collecting dust. I don't want to play that shit.
All right.
Pay the bills. Pay the bills. Pay the bills, bro.
You got more bills to pay? I only see one. Hire.
Was that short or what?
Yeah. Microsoft should hire Jack Tritton and fire Phil Smith. Shout out to Carlos Crespin. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the question. E3 starts on Saturday. I start with the guests first here, KidSmoove. Do you think that Microsoft can pull it out this E3, or they gonna call that bitch and shoot a dud? Throw it on the foul line.
Oh Lord.
I've been watching
oh shit.
I've been watching the team. I've been watching the leaks, and Microsoft hasn't. I mean, the leaks have not been coming. You know, the closest thing to a leak is the Crackdown delay. You know, I think other than last year, I always thought Xbox always had the better E3 showings, but and I don't even think PlayStation had better last E3 showing last year. I was just disappointed in the lack of real games that I wanted for Xbox last year. But no, Xbox, I think they do it because they have the biggest unknown. They have the biggest unknown, and they have the opportunity, the biggest opportunity, the biggest element of surprise. So I think they knock it out the park. I'm actually expecting some games from 2013, 2014 to return. You know what I mean? Just saying. But that's
some games that may have been canceled to make a return.
Not games that have been in return, but like I mean, if Scalebound returns, I mean that'd be great. But you know,
oh my god,
Hey, Smooth, you do realize it's a drug-free environment, right? Fuck nigga.
Smooth.
What's up?
You do realize
let that Scalebound rest, man. Leave that
but anyway, I just question, like you said, you do realize it's a drug-free environment, but just I said to remind you of that. The Ruham said both sides do the same shit. They'll act like they don't. Let me go to I guess all day. You dig, brother?
What up?
Microsoft kicks off E3 this Sunday. Do you have any expectations, or are they going to come out there and throw an air ball from the foul line? Talk to me.
I don't know. It might be a suicide watch. Nah, but on the real shit though, like expectations is super low. So I just don't want everybody's expectation about what 5 or 6 or 7 in that range, right? So when you're watching it, niggas might settle if they show something a little interesting, right? Because I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm so confused by Microsoft right now, bro. I mean, when I just hope for the best for them niggas, man.
Yeah, but and I can't complain against that.
Yeah, I hope for the best. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people feel like that.
Hopefully they can, lock up some deals. I really want them to make some third-party deals to make that Game Pass more appealing.
Yeah.
Because when you look at service-based things like Netflix, things like that, they go out and they shop for those deals. Those little indie filmmakers and all that, and they get them, and then sometimes it ends up being a hit. So if they can make that Game Pass more appealing and have some titles in there we want to play, I think they'll be all right. But we will see the Elite Controller. I'm kind of interested in that, see what they're gonna do with that. But I mean, game wise, I don't know, man. I've never been this stumped because we haven't really had any big leaks from Microsoft, like KidSmoove said. I haven't heard anybody echoing anything about some big leaks.
Yeah, usually that shit would have been leaked.
Okay. Yeah, so let's hope that I see Splinter Cell. I mean, that'll get me excited. So,
all right, hold on 1 second. Jerry Calloway said, I don't know what any of you guys are talking about. Microsoft has never won a generation. And Mighty Malls, shout out to good brother Mighty Malls. Tell that fuck nut wearing the Zelda onesie that 360 sold 983 million pieces of software to the Wii 915 million in software with 361. Well, they didn't make more money.
Mighty Malls saying bullshit. Damn,
what the hell he talking about?
This is be out there. He be rubbing his nipples with spreadsheets. Y'all never gonna beat that nigga in numbers.
That's his job.
That's all that motherfucker do. He just
big shout out to Xbox Juice and to motherfucking to Moss, man.
Look, the Xbox
Xbox Juice and Mighty Moss, neither one of y'all shit. I just want y'all to know this. Y'all ain't shit. That's me.
Listen here. I've said this earlier. With Microsoft, this E3, I think they're keeping their cards close to their chest. I think they got 1 or 2 big games that they're hiding. And they're going to be the wild card. I think they can possibly pull it off, and they don't have to win, right? They don't have to.
Hold on, is that Kratos talking?
Yeah. So let me finish. Let me finish.
He flipped this whole narrative.
It's about to go left here. Come on.
Listen,
now.
They do not have to beat Sony, right? Because I don't think they have the IPs to do that. They just don't have the talent to go out and beat a Last of Us or Death Stranding or something like that. Let me finish. I think if Microsoft can at least show a large stride that they're trying, I think people will see that they've made a change for the better, and they'll give them more opportunities to be like, okay, I see what you're working with. But if they come out there, man, doing some Rudy Pooch stuff, it's gonna hurt them bad. It's really gonna hurt them bad. But I think I'm pulling for them. So,
get your lying ass out of here, boy.
Get out of here.
That shit, man.
Here's my honest thoughts on like Microsoft at E3. I believe that with them hyping up how long that conference is, they really got a couple of things. I don't know how many that may be, but a couple, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, if we're lucky, that they're going to surprise people with. At the end of the day, it's hard to say really how it would turn out. Long as Usher don't come back out there and dance on the stage and we get something that's boring as inside Xbox, they should be okay. If they just, you know what I mean? If they just come out, stop it, don't do that anymore. That was crazy. But if they come out and just show some newer games, and I'm talking about quality games, this is their problem because you can show us all the games you want, but you got to show us some quality games. I mean, nobody believes in what you can do right now because of what happened with State of Decay and Sea of Thieves. So you have to come out and show us some quality games. You're going to have to demo these games. That's what they really going to have to do. These games going to have to be playable. Quite a few of them going to have to be playable. Now, with that being said, could they take the show? That's pretty much impossible. I mean, everybody is waiting on. Listen. Let me finish. Everybody is waiting on The Last of Us. Everybody is waiting on Smash Brothers. Everybody's waiting on seeing Metroid Prime 4. Everybody wants to see that new Bayonetta 3. It's like it's kind of a hard victory for them to pull out just because of those fan bases of those games are just too damn big. It's just too big. Those going to be like the majority of what people is going to talk about. Not no Death Stranding or nothing else. It's going to be The Last of Us. It's going to be Smash Brothers. It's going to be Metroid Prime 4, and you might have Red Dead Redemption sprinkled in a little bit. That's what's really going to dominate time. Unless they come out with a new Halo, or if this new Gears of War absolutely just blows everybody's brains out, I can't really see them taking like the E3 crown. It's too much because Nintendo has too much stuff to reveal, and they have too much secret stuff that they never shown at all. So it's like it's impossible. I'm trying to
think of Nintendo's E3 track record, if any of them ever been mind blowing.
A few of them have been mind blowing. You just been in that Xbox tunnel vision. That's all. All you seen was that green.
He's right, man. I think he's right. I gotta stop him on that one.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
So who's next?
Maybe you talking. You got it. You can.
All right. Cool. All right. So for me, I think. Of course, I think what everybody's been saying is absolutely right about Xbox. You know what I'm saying? The expectation is high, but again, it's because the unknown, everybody is trying to is holding close to their vest. I think that's a really good thing because one thing that's hurt Xbox to me is the fact that those leaks come out and everybody already know what's coming, and then it's already being damage controlled, and so anybody that may have any type of enthusiasm, it's already gone. Okay, well, let me start with Sony. I really do think they're going to show Bloodborne 2. That's going to be huge for them. I think that they'll show some
software said they're not making it.
So. They said that they're not making it. Okay, well,
they said that last year.
Well, I know they said that last year,
but I mean they can show with a trailer.
I think that they'll show a trailer, man. I seen something from that said 4 days. So that
Twitter channel.
Yeah, that Twitter. Yeah, on Twitter that said 4 days. I've been saying that for the longest. I think it's the right time for Sony to bring out another big hitter because we know that that The Last of Us 2 is probably not going to come out next year. It'll probably come out 2020. So,
God damn, that better come out next year.
In December, when I went to PSX, Neil said that it was 60% done. then
yeah, it could be 60v6 done, but of course you know how PlayStation likes to put out their heavy hitters in the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? They don't ever put their big hitters at the end of the year because they have deals. So they have those multiplayer. They have those third party deals.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's going to be cool. I think that PlayStation is going to dabble into showing. Going in the same route as what Nintendo does and bringing out the PlayStation 1 Mini, I will cop that. That is still my favorite console of all time. The PlayStation 1 is the beast. And then, of course, the rumors about them trying to get back in the handheld market, I think it's a fail for them because they should have supported the Vita and the PSP, or I should say the PSP, not so much the Vita. But we'll see what's there for that. But I think PlayStation will have a strong showing. I think they're just trying to bait everybody. Think they're just going to show their 4 games. For Nintendo, I think Nintendo has the opportunity to steal everything. Because if they show Pokemon, they're going to Thanos the whole fucking show. Pokemon on the console is what everybody's been asking for it, and I know that a lot of people are like, Pokemon. That game is fucking huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's like Minecraft. It's like Minecraft.
Kitty shit okay.
You gotta respect.
You can call it kitty or whatever. That shit is huge.
Pokemon is huge. And so if Nintendo comes out and they show Pokemon, they show Metroid, and then they show the racer with Star Fox. And if they show another game, like I think there's another
they can
show Smash. They can definitely steal E3 because, and I know that sounds crazy because they're going to do the Treehouse shit, but that's going to gravitate their fan base to a hype level that we've never seen from Nintendo in a long time. So with Xbox, what they have to do,
shit, they was crying over Smash.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So you got Smash Brothers, you got Pokemon, you got Star Fox, and you showing Metroid.
Metroid, yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. So with Xbox, the expectations for them is going to be higher than what a lot of people may think. But Quantum Break 2 is coming. Quantum Break 2 and Record 2 is coming. Sunset Overdrive 2 is going to come. I have, you know what I'm saying? I want to have faith in Rise, but I everybody keeps telling me that it's not going to happen. I still have faith for that. But Quantum Break 2 will be good enough because I love Quantum Break. That will be huge. If they show some things from they show a little bit of something with what Matt Booty is going to do with Perfect Dark. Try to make it into that Tomb Raider-esque type of game. I think that's a huge win for them. They announced multiple studios that they acquire. I think that puts Xbox in a position to where they can show people that they are about bringing the games. They're bringing in the single player experience plus. And then last but not least, I think the drop the mic moment for them will be that the work that they're doing behind the scenes with Sega is that the Yakuza series and the Dragon Quest series is going to come to the Xbox, plus Vanquish 2. That's it.
Drop the mic. Wait a minute, hold up, man. You got done talking shit about Platinum, and you said Vanquish 2. You got to be kidding me right now. I know you're not serious right now, El Mega. You got done talking shit about Platinum for the last 30 minutes, and you gonna say Vanquish 2.
Hey man, look,
oh my god,
Vanquish is a dope ass game.
Oh shit, look.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god!
My only it's not a fear, but the only problem is that I don't think Vanquish 2 is going to be a exclusive. I think it's going to be a multi-plat. But if they do make it
they can make a Vanquish 2 without Platinum though.
That's what I'm saying. They could, but I think.
Look, I look at it like this. Look, I have low expectations for Microsoft.
Oh, let me pay the bills right quick before you go any further. Shout out to my man. I just seen it. PC,
but I think it's gonna be multiplayer.
Eternal
E-Team hashtag think your $5 PC Master Race. Yeah.
Look,
also, I think that Sega will also try to bring will also allow Xbox to bring Dreamcast games to Game Pass.
I look at it like this.
That's what you're looking for all day.
I got low expectations for Microsoft. I'm not gonna even try to predict because I just don't know. We already know what Sony gonna do. We gotta kind of sense of what Nintendo gonna do. But for E3 as a whole, I'm hyped because Battlefield 5, Anthem, Kingdom Hearts 3, Borderlands 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, The Last of Us 2, Cyberpunk 20. It's so many great games that we're gonna see at this year E3. You got to be hyped. As far as the individual companies go, I'm gonna keep low expectations and try to be surprised, but you should be hyped for E3 overall as a whole.
Oh, I definitely am. I mean, because you still got Ashen, you got Ori and the Blind Forest. I know that's not but I know that's not the AAA strong point, and I fear that other than the rumors about the 3 Gears games that comes out hopefully maybe at the end of the year in Horizon 04.
3 Gears in one goddamn year?
I mean, they said the rumors that they're working on 3 different kinds, but I have no idea. Now, if they do an XCOM type of Gears, I'm not looking at that as being
Ori fire though. Y'all can laugh at Ori all y'all want. That shit fire though. And it's hard as fuck.
Yeah, so it's got here's what you got to understand though when it comes to Microsoft. I don't give a damn about Ori. Ori is not what's going to get people start talking about the Xbox brand again. It has to be Perfect Dark. It has to be Gears of War, and it has to be some other major stuff going on.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? I agree with that. I agree with that.
Is my turn yet?
Go ahead, Mass. Go ahead, Mass.
Before you got excitement.
Before you go, Mass. Pay the bills.
Gauntlet said so. So thank you for the $10. So if this year's Xbox E3 is dog shit, can we now blame Phil? He's now the head honcho. Oh, so yeah, basically, if this year's E3 is dog shit,
y'all been blaming this nigga.
If y'all been blaming him now, but if the E3 is a bomb, right? If Xbox come out and just talk about services, Minecraft, and they talk about a VR headset, and then they get off the stage and show the Crackdown at the end of the show, then yeah, that was a fail. And of course, then Phil needs to be held responsible for not getting certain people that
not understanding the mind of gamers and what they want.
I would agree.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get a sense. Sometimes I get a sense Microsoft don't understand what their fan base wants. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
I don't get that sense at all. I get a sense that Microsoft looks at financial reports and they see exactly what the fuck they want to see. That is not gonna change. I keep saying this shit, and then y'all go away from it, circle back. Microsoft don't give a fuck. They make money. They don't give a fuck. So Microsoft, your E3 is gonna be shitty. Change my mind. PlayStation gonna come out. They're gonna do the same 4 fucking things that they said they were gonna do. They're gonna show an indie reel. They're gonna show a VR reel. They're gonna give you a Dreams release date. They're gonna get the fuck off the stage. Ubisoft gonna come out. They're gonna have Usher or fucking Jason Derulo or some motherfucker come out and play Just Dance for 30 fucking minutes. Then somebody gonna tell a bad joke. They're gonna show another game that's gonna be downgraded in 2 years. Then they're gonna show The Division. Get the fuck off the stage. EA gonna come out, show me a 15-minute developer diary that I don't give a fuck about. They're gonna show Battlefield. Then they're gonna show EA Ignite or some shit that's gonna say that NBA Live is gonna be trash and it's gonna remain trash. And they're gonna show FIFA. Get the fuck off
stop
stage.
it.
NBA Live gonna be trash, gonna remain trash.
Smooth, if you don't stop this bullshit white knighting for NBA Live, I swear to God, man.
NBA Live is trash.
It's gonna stay trash.
Until you can beat me
NBA Live on the X.
Nobody can beat you at NBA Live because nobody plays that shit but you.
You can't call it trash if you can't beat me, bro. That's how I'm gonna keep it like that.
Shout out to King Wave. He says
Nintendo gonna come out. Nintendo gonna come out. They're gonna show Pokemon. They're gonna show Metroid. They're gonna show Smash. People, grown man babies are gonna cry, and then they're gonna get the fuck off their little direct.
They're gonna jump off the treehouse.
They're gonna be in the treehouse playing, with the other pedophiles.
Oh shit! Damn, come on, DRM. Don't do it like that.
Conference gonna happen. That shit gonna be boring like it has fucking been. They need to stop that shit.
How long Dreams been in development?
I don't know.
All right, hold on. Let me pay the bills right quick.
Does anybody even give a damn about that development?
Hold on. Shout out to King Wave for the $2. He says Z is a pretend Xbox. Then PlayStation exclusive woke him up. He ain't lying. I'm awoke, man. I'm be 2 goddamn games back.
Man, you'll be right back after this fucking E3.
E3,
you're gonna be right back.
But we ain't letting them back. We ain't letting them back.
That's crazy. Dreams about to come out.
E3, he using that
opt-out clause.
I guarantee he gonna be opting out come E3.
You might not get no pass. You might have to pay homage.
Save this tape, man. We're gonna have
so you mean to tell me that he's gonna leave and go back to Xbox just because they're gonna show a Halo, Gears, and Forza?
I already know what's gonna happen.
They don't gotta show
Spider-Man coming, The Last of Us coming. All that.
He is a man of very little means. All they got to do is show some graphical shit, and his ass is running back across that border.
As soon as they show fucking 4K, it's gonna be. He's gonna get bonus stuff in next fucking Gears.
As soon as he see Gears,
y'all motherfuckers.
Z-ass is up. He gonna
be hurt. Your feelings is gonna be hurt.
Those PlayStation symbols, that shit gonna be a big ass gear symbol. I'm telling you,
he's back.
They show that single player Gears, and he gone.
His feelings is back.
I want to apologize to the Xbox community. You know, I'm just a man of very little means. You know,
very little morale.
We're gonna have a conference on that. We're gonna have a conference on that.
We ain't gonna let him back though. Easy, K Mega. He ain't coming back easy.
You going to the press conference, right? You going to the press conference?
Hey man, how y'all going? You know what I'm saying? Look, you can pay bills on that, but look at this funny, this thing. How can a grown man?
You left with that one, balls. All I
man, come on, read that shit and expose that motherfucker, man. Expose him that
Vaughn, stupid. Oh man.
Come on.
Say you gonna let
that shit. I got no problem with, you know what I'm saying?
You
don't got no problem with it. No, I got no problem with the homosexual.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie, that was funny as hell. I'm sorry.
Man. Shout out to
Vaughn. You on that next level, man. Thank you for exposing yourself, bro. We know you on that.
You know, you said Phil's making sexual advances and K making.
Hey man.
I gotta leave that man alone, man.
I'm gonna shake Phil's hand.
Y'all talking about K making talking to Phil like
Vaughn,
the penis is clean.
Shout out to Vaughn. He gets the comment of the day. You get the multiplayer podcast comment of the day, brother.
That said that I wanted to rub Phil down with lotion. No, it's Shannon Loftus. Let's go. Let's go. You know what I'm saying, Shannon? You need me to go ahead and give you put that lotion on.
Okay.
Oh yes, she do.
She should have you some lotion that's fucking in green dye and shit.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm with it. Yeah.
Are you really? Are you serious?
What?
He want that. Bruh, this motherfucker's obsessed with Rachel Maddow. You really think he got high standards?
I'm not obsessed with Rachel Maddow in a sexual way. Rachel Maddow's a badass reporter, man. She's one of the best reporters out right now in the game, man. While I'm over here wasting my time with you bums, I'm over here missing out my Rachel Maddow. So come here, man.
Oh my god.
Don't lie, you can go, bro. Hey, Mega got to take over his shit from Xbox Juice. They be walking around like the motherfuckers in Coming to America throwing flowers at Phil feet.
Hey, well, listen here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, we're not gonna keep being. We've already been here since 8 o'clock, going on 2 hours. I want to ask KidSmoove a question before you go.
Nigga voted for Hillary. They said.
Oh shit!
You goddamn right, I did, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to look at the alternative. Y'all motherfuckers was tripping. Except Smooth voted for Trump. God damn.
Smooth voted.
Hey, my boy from We Game here fucked up, man. What you doing?
You voted for Trump? He like NBA Live? This nigga.
I actually didn't vote. I voted like independent, but
Smooth said I'm gonna convict
you. Voted independent.
I can't voted for Trump.
Oh my god! Why did you even go?
Smooth, you shouldn't even answer that question. It was just a joke. That shit
he can't vote. You get locked up 5 times for jaywalking. 5.
Oh Lord.
Oh shit.
So he couldn't vote. All right, but listen. Last one, we can get the hell up out of here. If you guys enjoyed the show, again, hit the like button. But I have a question for you, kids, before you go. Are you ready for the question, good brother?
Yep.
All right. Now, here's the thing. If Microsoft come out that motherfucker and drop a deuce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we expect you to be honest and hold? And we will hate the question.
I'm always honest, man.
You gonna do what you do. I'm just asking KidSmoove. They come out that motherfucker, Zoo Tycoon, some motherfucking C and Z's, What's up?
Hey man, the Megalodon is the beast, man. You better get your ass on there, man. Come on there.
You don't catch your diabetic
honestly, man, the shit
fantastic foliage. Hey,
what you know what I mean? Because they got they got 2 hours. You think they can put on a good show for 2 hours? Yeah, honestly, before we go, last question today.
100. It's an hour and 40 minutes. It's 100 minutes that they're going for.
100 minutes. Yeah, 100 minutes.
So I mean.
From the last run, there's 100 minutes.
If I'm disappointed, like I'm gonna be doing the live pre-show and after. If I'm disappointed, you can hear me. And I was honest. Last year I did an interview with like Red Infamy, like right after, and she was shocked on my reaction. But yeah, if it's trash, I mean, shit, I don't know what I might do. I might shit.
But you have very, very low standards, my niggas.
You said what?
So you have very low standards.
I have very low standards. I don't think my standards are low, sir.
You'll pay the bills.
Somebody, if it do come out to be turned, somebody
leave that dead ass show Weapon Wheel podcast. Stay here on multiplayer podcast.
Smooth getting paid. He ain't leaving shit. What's wrong with y'all, man?
Hey, you gonna follow my new Twitter?
You mean?
But yeah, okay. So
somebody go shine. If they do come out with a turd, somebody go shine that shit turd.
Nah, you know, K-Mac don't eat it.
Somebody gonna shine that motherfucker. Somebody gonna polish it real good.
I said this on BGST. I've said this on GRG. I've said this everywhere, man. If this is a bad conference, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna say wait till E3 no more. I'm just gonna shut my motherfucking mouth. I'm just like,
no. We know what you gonna do, Mega. Mega go shine it. He gonna be like, see, I was there. You gonna tell me I was there? You was looking at the screen. I was there. I know what was going on.
Hey, man. Gonna be like Judge Mathis. Drugs, I've been there.
So look, you gotta.
I got a totally different experience.
No. I mean, the one thing that I have heard.
You was watching they throw a stream, so the quality wasn't good. I saw the big screen. I was in front of it. I'm just playing, King. Enjoy yourself, King.
I got a serious question for everybody in Z too.
Yeah, Claire.
That I want to ask.
Enjoy yourself, King.
I will. Thank you, brother.
I got a question I want to ask everybody.
Go for it. Go for it, man.
All right. Seriously speaking, now, this is assuming nobody really lays a goose egg at E3.
Okay.
They at least all 3 major conferences are at least good. Okay, at least good.
Okay.
Is there any game that can realistically, for real, dethrone Smash Brothers as game of
No, listen, I'm out of here. I'll check y'all next week.
Smash Brothers, yeah, but
Pokemon, the name alone.
I know he was doing. I told you. Man, J-Dub had something show in the beginning. I know some stupid shit.
Listen. It doesn't matter how you feel, bro. I don't give a damn about Sony, but I'm not going to sit up here and deny how popular The Last of Us is.
Hey, wait, bam.
I know how popular The Last of Us is, but I don't give a damn about Sony.
Real nigga,
but y'all got to understand, Smash is a huge deal, man. That's gonna be the first time it's gonna be showed, and it's gonna be in the tournament form, and it's gonna be playable.
Baron, is Pokemon? I think Pokemon is bigger than Smash Brothers. But what is your?
Listen, real nigga to a fake wrestler, right? How the fuck do you see saying that name Smash Brothers? How do you even say that in public?
I've been saying this since N64, so it's natural.
God,
so what are you talking about?
I just call it Smash.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the show today, please hit the like button. We got to get the fuck up out of here.
Hey, Baron, let us know. Pokemon or Smash or Smash. Which one is the better game? Is the better game overall for
the Smash to me is the better game, but you have your diehard Pokemon people.
Okay.
So I'm not one of those guys. I'm not a diehard Pokemon guy.
I'm just saying if they show Pokemon to be available on the Switch, the only games that I can see that Xbox and PlayStation that could overtake it is if they bring out a Horizon 2. But I don't see that coming. Or if they bring SOCOM, as not as
SOCOM.
SOCOM will be huge for PlayStation.
Do you know what happened to the last 2 SOCOM games?
I know that the last 2 was not that great.
I have a question. Sony not going to E3, right?
What?
Yeah, Sony's going to be there.
is they gonna? I'm saying in regards to their show. I'm saying in regards to their show, they're doing a stream, right?
Everybody will have a big presence at the E3 show floor. So I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
I thought they was doing. They said they was gonna do a stream.
So Halo. I say Halo.
They do what they do every year, right? They have their conference there in the center. But they also have like movie theaters that they rent out and let people go to the movie theaters.
I wonder how many playable games they gonna have this year. I know Spider-Man.
That's the real question. I don't think a lot of them gonna be playable.
Sony gonna have this year.
Spider-Man has to be playable.
I know Spider-Man gonna be playable, but I'm like, I don't. Do you think Last of Us 2 and all that stuff? And
I don't think Last of Us 2 will be playable.
All the shit that they have.
I'll be wearing gloves in the Sony place because you know them niggas is dirty out there. But I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna play a couple of their games out there.
Nah, you know what Microsoft should do is launch a beta for Crackdown 3 since they just fucking delayed the shit.
Exactly.
That would be smart all day. That's the smartest thing you said.
I think that will come. I think that will come.
Hold on, let's hold on.
Nigga, you sound like you dying. You all right?
Yeah, I will be live streaming Bloodborne. Then follow me in about 5 minutes after this step.
That shit is gonna last for 10 fucking seconds.
He beat Detroit.
That shit gonna last for 10
That's gonna last to the end of man. That game is hard.
I'm on PlayStation beating games, bro. I just beat God of War. Just beat Detroit. Fuck you niggas want.
You
trash at games, bro.
You playing on easy. You play God of War on easy. I'm playing it on the highest difficulty.
I play that bitch on normal.
This man bragging about beating an interactive movie. This man sat here and watched a $60 movie and bragging about beating.
That boy was in that diabetic movie theater. He was in that diabetic movie theater, boy.
All jokes aside, yo, Detroit one of the best goddamn games I played this generation, bro. Hands down.
Oh my God! In the podcast, player. In the podcast.
Look. We're gonna save you from them diabetic movie theaters, man. I know they got good seats.
The Witcher is still by far the best.
See, they're gonna have you
in the podcast
games, man.
All right, but listen. If you enjoyed the show today, and they find if you're watching this live, I appreciate it. Hit the like button.
Because K Mega's here. That's why. You know what I'm saying? That's why you keep on calling me. You know what I'm saying? Mega, you really want to be, you don't want to be on here and not. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
For you.
Shots fired.
I'm
here, man. I'm busy.
Hey, yo, nigga, somebody, and listen, they could be a better bot than you. I'm just giving you.
Look, man. Look, you know what I'm saying?
The best bot I got.
Hey man, look, I'm here. Look at the views you get, man. Can't be bringing them.
Hey, boy, you don't shut that.
You forgot to show me out here.
Boy, you don't shut that shit up.